Hey guys, Jessica here with Topistry, and today I am super excited to share with you guys how I make this poison apple tumbler. It is one of my favorite designs. Some of you may have seen it on TikTok. I use a glow-in-the-dark powder and it is just so cool to look at. So come along with me and let's make it. Okay, so you want to go ahead with a primed red tumbler. I use Rustoleum Satin, and you're going to also need your foil. I got these off of Amazon, and the links will be in the description bar. Okay, normally I use gilding glue, but I didn't have any, so I used Tack It. You can get that off of Amazon or at your local craft store. You just want to go ahead and apply this over your tumbler. It is a thicker glue, but it remains tacky so that you can adhere your foil to it. Okay, you can even take a gloved finger and just kind of smooth out all that glue. You want to make sure that it is as smooth as possible, and then you can just let it dry. Again, it dries very quickly, but to speed it up, you can place it in front of a heater. Okay, so next you want to go ahead and get your foil. You just want to apply this as easily as possible. Here in the beginning, you'll see that I had gloves on. I suggest removing your gloves. You'll see that I remove them later on. The gloves just kind of make it a little harder, but you want to just go ahead and take your foil sheets and then apply them to your cup. And once you have a lot of foil on, you just want to take your finger and kind of smooth it out. Okay, and there you have it. You will see some imperfections, but don't worry, it's fine. You could go ahead and add some more glue, but being that we're going to cover a lot of that up with epoxy and the other green epoxy, we won't need to really worry about it. So now you want to go ahead and get your epoxy ready and get it on the turner. For the first layer, I'm using CC DIY's Fast Set, and I'm also using a little bit of glittery crystals rainbow opal sparkle. It is the perfect fine glitter, just adding enough shine to this tumbler. You can choose to add as little or as much of this glitter as you like. I kind of want it to have some shine, but I want you to be able to see the foil underneath, so I don't add as much. Since I had multiple tumblers to do, I mixed about 25 mLs of this. But being that it is fast set, it is not recommended to mix a lot as it heats up very fast. But don't forget, any leftover epoxy can be used in a mold to create a keychain. I like giving my customers sometimes a heart keychain as a keepsake or thank you. So you can use any leftover. Okay, if you have a latex allergy, please do not use this product. This product is called Liquid Latex and it can be found on Amazon. I use this product to go ahead and paint the eyes and the nose of the apple per se, and it kind of propels the epoxy. You want to add multiple layers and sit it in front of a heater and let it dry. If it looks clear like this, you want to go ahead and add a couple more layers. The thicker, the better, to be honest. But you're going to basically take your epoxy once it's thick, and you're going to start painting around your face, around the front and the back of the tumbler. So you want to make sure that liquid latex is as thick as possible. I use the Recollections neon green glitter, and I think it complements the foil very well. I get this from my Michael's arts and crafts store, and I also use the Art and Glow neon green glow powder. I get this off of Amazon or their website. Okay, so for adding this glitter, you want to go ahead and add a good amount of glitter. This is all to your liking. I use this glitter mostly for the neon green color, but once you add it to your epoxy and then you add your Art and Glow glow powder, it kind of turns it a more of an opaque color. And it also helps to thicken up the epoxy. The glitter and the powder help thicken up the epoxy. I also use Nice and Thick by CCDIY. That could be found on their website, and it also will help to thicken up the epoxy. I like using this product because not only does it help thicken up the epoxy, but it gives me a little bit more working time, so that way the epoxy doesn't harden too much to where it's unusable. Okay, so after your epoxy is thoroughly mixed, you're just gonna go ahead and put it down and let it sit for about 20 minutes. I'd say it depends on your room temperature, but you wanna make sure it's thick. Okay, so once your epoxy is set, you're gonna take your popsicle stick and you're going to kind of smear it, like I said before, around your tumbler. You wanna go around the eyes and the nose of your tumbler. And when you set your tumbler down, gravity will make the resin start to drip, and it'll create that cool 3D look for your poison apple. So you'll see me take my heat gun and just kind of blow very quickly. You do not want to heat up this epoxy too much because it will drip too much. So you just want to heat it up just so that it's a more workable and smoother process, so that way gravity can do its thing. And then basically that's it. You want to go ahead. I set this in the coolest part of my house so that the drips do not fall all the way down, and I let it set for overnight. Okay, and basically that is it, guys. Look how awesome and cool this tumbler looks. If you want, you could stop there and that could be it, but I actually add a second drip to this tumbler. I do the same process with the glow powder, the Recollections green glitter, and the Nice and Thick. I go ahead and apply this to the rim all around the tumbler. creating a second drip. Okay, so while that is kind of tacky, that second drip, I go ahead and get these cuticle cutters that I got from Target, to be honest, and I go ahead and remove the liquid latex. It is very, very easy to remove, but as you see, it kept the epoxy from running down in those spots. It's a super cool hack. I really would love for you guys to try this out and let me know how it goes. It's just such a cool product for you to use on things that you do not want epoxy to stick to. But again, if you have a latex allergy, please do not use this product. One of the things that I like the most about putting the latex on the cup is that when the epoxy is dripping, it creates like these hooded eyes and a hooded nose. Like, I love that part. If you see any imperfections that you don't like, where the epoxy stuck to, go ahead and give your apple a little facelift. Take this time to kind of clip away any pieces that you don't want there before you add your final layer of epoxy. So you're just going to mix up some epoxy. Again, I'm using Black Lotus Glitter Clear epoxy, and I paint around the eyes and the nose, or in the eyes and the nose, as well as on top of all of the green. And once I've applied a thin layer, I go ahead and put it on my turner and I let it spin for an additional 24 hours. Okay, and there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is how I make my poison apple double drip tumbler. I absolutely love this tumbler. It is one of my favorites and seems to be one of y'all favorites too. I get quite a few orders for this. If you are ever interested in learning how I make my tops, the link to my classes are in the description bar. Again, thank you guys for watching and have a blessed day.